Come paint with me, part 2 of River City Condos. If you haven't seen part 1, head over to my highlights. We are painting 4 walls in this wicked party room space. That one, this one, and 2 others. Let's go. The vibe for these 4 pieces was really abstract. I wanted it to match part 1. I did a bit of research, and back in the 1900s, this green lamppost stood where the bridge exists now, which was kind of cool. This room had so many windows, so I had to trace my lines with the projector at night. Day 4. I do this weird thing where I record all these videos with the day and I throw a number up, except I always forget to record a lot of the days, so I don't have day 1, 2, or 3, just 4. This part was super challenging. I had safety concerns with the ladder, had to make sure it was secure. I couldn't project my design onto the wall because of the width of the stairwell, so I had to print all of the designs full size and transfer it with tracing paper. And when it got dark, I had to trace a few things that I forgot on this guy. This is the last day. It was raining the whole week when I was working on this project, and finally on the last day the sun came out and it was beaming through. It was so magical. And I brought my little furry assistant here. She definitely helped me. Did not distract me at all. This wall was for sure the most challenging out of the 4 walls. I was so focused that I forgot to record my time-lapse videos. You remember upstairs I had the top of the green lantern post. This is the bottom, and I positioned it in the same spot so it's almost like it's coming through the ceiling to give that cool illusion. This part was actually really hard because I was using tones instead of different colors, and I had to make sure I was using the same tone in the same spot. And for the grand finale, I finished this piece here. This one was my favorite. If you know Toronto, this is the Time and a Clock Bridge at Queen Street East and the DVP. All done. My second favorite part about finishing a job, other than getting a check in the mail, is throwing my signature up on there and observing my work. This river I step in, it's not the river I stand in. If you live in Toronto and you haven't seen this bridge at night, you definitely need to go check it out with all the lights. Highly recommend. Finishing up the tour of this piece, I really liked working on this. I like how it's different than my normal style. Miffy happens to agree with me.